Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and I love fragrances. I love sharing my journey with you guys. On today's video, we're going to be doing another perfume haul. I've been holding on to this one for way too long and it's time to unbox it. This is the box that we have today. This one is actually quite heavy. I think I have a few fragrances in here. Let's unbox this one together. And I did get this package from my favorite place to buy fragrances, which is FragranceBuy.ca. They have the best prices, the best selection. They run a lot of really great promotions. Check them out if you haven't. I am just going to unbox this one off camera. It'll be easier if I set it down on a level surface. And here we are, guys. I did get the box open. I can see all those peanuts in there. They are protecting those fragrances. I've never had an issue with shipping with FragranceBuy. They do such an amazing job of making sure your fragrances arrive safely to your home. So here we have our fragrances inside. I think there's a few in here. Peanuts are falling on the ground, as they always do. But yeah, I have a few in here, so let's dig in and grab the first one. So this is our first fragrance for today. It is from the Middle Eastern company Armaf, and this is Club de Nuit Maleka. And I've heard so many good things about this fragrance. I think it's going to be a nice addition to my collection. I've read lots of good reviews and watched a bunch of videos on YouTube about it, and I think it's right up my alley. Now that my collection has gotten so big, I feel like I don't really want to do too many blind buys of brand new fragrances. I don't mind blind buying, but things that I'm not familiar with or things that are brand new on the market, it just kind of gives me a little bit of hesitation. I don't want to get something and not like it and then have the issue of selling it or trying to deal with that. So I'm just trying to be more mindful. So let us open up this fragrance. I have noticed on people's videos that this fragrance is so beautiful. The bottle is like beautiful and purple, which is very exciting because purple is my favorite color. So let us get this one open. Such a nice design on the box as well. Really pretty. Okay, so let us open this box up. Ooh, we have some nice purple inside. And look at this gold. That's really pretty too. With the Armaf name right on top there. Really nice. It's always so nicely packaged. All these Middle Eastern fragrances, they do such a nice job of their packaging. And then you have a little bit of advertising here from Armaf. Some other fragrances that they do offer. It's nice. All right. And we have our bottle just inside. Look at all that gold. That is really pretty. The purple and the gold are so nice together. And let us take out that bottle. All right, and here we are. This is so nice. I love the purple color, the logo there, and a little bit of jewels right on there on the packaging. It says Club de Nuit on the side. This is a very heavy bottle as well. It has a lot of weight to it. A nice close-up of this bottle. It looks really beautiful. I love the clear glass with the purple. And then you have the little chain and the emblem here. I know a lot of people say this sometimes comes off for some people and like it breaks up with the chain. This one's very secure, very much intact. And really nice packaging. Love this. What really got me excited about this fragrance was that this was a powdery floral. And I love powdery scents. I love the note of iris, and this has a very prominent iris note. So that is right up my alley. The main accords in this fragrance are iris, powdery, fruity, woody, sweet, tropical, citrus, amber, fresh, and earthy. So let us give this one its first initial spray. Super excited about this one. All right, cap off. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is stunning. Oh, this fragrance is, oh, it's beautiful, guys. If you love powdery florals, you have to check this one out. Wow, that is so nice. There's a brightness in the top as well, like a fruity brightness. Oh my gosh, it is so good, you guys. Love at first sniff with this one. I cannot believe how incredible this fragrance is. What is this brightness I am getting on top? Let us check out the notes. Okay, I'm looking at the notes. We have lychee. Oh my gosh, that's what it is. That brightness of the lychee. There's bergamot, pink pepper. That is a stunning opening for a fragrance. Get that beautiful brightness from the lychee, bergamot, and the pink pepper, and contrast those powdery notes just in a beautiful manner. Wow, I am so impressed. Oh my goodness. Very impressed right off the bat. In the mid, you have orris, which is the root of the iris plant. So that is where you're getting those iris notes. Orris is more smooth and buttery. And in the base, you have praline, sandalwood, and ambroxan. And those are some of my absolute favorite notes. I love praline, sandalwood, and ambroxan for longevity and just to balance out the whole fragrance. I can absolutely understand why people love this fragrance so much, and there's so many good reviews. It is the perfect blend of having those floral notes from that orris, that brightness from lychee and bergamot, and the sweetness and woodiness in the base. It is just the perfect balance to make an incredible, stunning fragrance. There's a playfulness to this fragrance that I really appreciate. It does not take itself too seriously. It's also sultry and alluring, very feminine. It can be worn all year round. I really do appreciate those powdery notes, but it's not too much. What a beautiful blend of notes. As it's drying down on this paper, I'm still getting that lychee mixed in with that orris, the sweetness. It hasn't gone away, which I really like. If you enjoy fragrances like Insolence from Guerlain, this is the Eau de Toilette. I love this fragrance. It has a very prominent note of violet, which I just love so much. So this has the same kind of powdery quality as this one. There's like a through line, there's a resemblance. So if you like this fragrance, you're most likely gonna like Maleka. I'm also getting a similarity to this. This is Ultraviolet from Paco Rabanne. I love this fragrance. It is one of my go-tos. If you like powdery florals, you're gonna love both of these. I'm really enjoying the freshness and brightness of this fragrance as well. If you like powdery florals, even though this one doesn't have the actual flower of iris, that orris is very reminiscent to the iris flower. This is a safe blind buy, I believe. I'm super excited to add this one to my collection. This is from Armaf, Club de Nuit, Maleka. Here is our next fragrance, another one that I am super excited about. This is Atheeri from Lattafa, and I'm just as excited about the bottle as I am the fragrance. Again, so many amazing reviews about this fragrance, people calling it one of Lattafa's best. I just had to try it. And this fragrance is supposed to be similar to Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid, which I have tried before in the store and really liked. And I was thinking about getting a bottle, but people were saying this is so similar, it might even be a little bit better. So let's open this one up. Okay, here we are. Get that cellophane open. The other cellophane opened much easier. Once you get an edge started, it's okay. Alright. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. No, wait. Should always have like a little tool here, right? Just to help myself along. Okay, I think I got it. I think we got it. This packaging, it's just so impressive. Do such a nice job with all their packaging. Like going above and beyond. Look at that. That bee is so cute. I love it. This packaging is just so nice. Such a nice, sturdy box. And then you just open it like that. And your fragrance is inside. And this bottle is just so nice. Another bee here on top. Like so much workmanship goes into this bottle. Really, really pretty. And this, I just love this bottle. I love the color of it. I love the gold. I love the color of the juice. The cute bee on there. It is really nice. When I did open that box, I could already smell the fragrance. I think there might have been just a tiniest little leak in there. I did not lose a lot of the fragrance. I feel like maybe just a tiny bit because I can see a little discoloration here at the top. I feel like it might have just leaked just a tad, but it's still okay. From what I'm smelling in the box, it smells absolutely amazing, but let's definitely give it a spray. Let's give this one a spray. Oh, it smells beautiful. It definitely reminds me of the Gucci fragrance. That is so nice. It's just very warm, floral, lightly sweetened, very pleasant. I think this would be very well liked by so many people. It's not an offensive fragrance in any way. I would definitely put this in the category of a floral fragrance. You're going to get that right away. The main accords for this one are floral, sweet vanilla, amber, white floral, woody, powdery, fruity, and aquatic. So nice. Can't get over this cute bottle. I love that this fragrance has so many unique notes, so many that you don't usually see in fragrances, like passion flower, which is supposed to be like a tropical floral. And I think this fragrance kind of leans in the tropical category or leans to that tropical side, but not completely. It just kind of hints at that. So you have that passion flower and it smells kind of tropical, a little bit watery, and I think that's also coming from the note of dewdrop, which is also in here. So it's kind of like a watery floral, a little bit tropical, a little bit sweet. I think the note of orchid also helps to make this a light floral, a watery floral, kind of like the note of peony, which can also sometimes give you that feeling. So I'm definitely getting that, a nice light floral scent here. The jasmine is also beautifully blended in here. I'm liking that the florals blend together and you can't really pick one out from the other. The blend is just stunning. It's drying down so nicely on this tester strip, you guys. Wow, I'm so impressed with these first two fragrances. I really like the addition of the amberwood in this fragrance. It has that woody resinous quality, kind of ambery, and maybe that's why they chose this kind of bee motif, because the sweetness of those florals plus that amberwood kind of gives it a little bit of a honey vibe. Not like a honey note, but I can kind of see what they were going for. I am super thrilled with this fragrance. I'm going to be reaching for it so much. I can already tell it's drying down so nicely. And I also want to mention that this fragrance is super strong. I remember smelling the Gucci Orchid, and it was not as intense as this one. This is like Gucci Orchid times 10. So if you like a nice strong fragrance, this is it. I think I can also safely say that I like this one a little bit more than the Gorgeous Orchid fragrance. This one has just so much more interest. There's just something so special about it. So I'm so glad I got this one. It's going to be such a nice addition to my fragrance collection. Again, this is Atheeri from Lattafa. And we have found a treasure in our package. We have a sample here that was included. I found it in amongst the peanuts. Here we have Pegasus from Parfums de Marly. And I believe Pegasus is from the men's line of fragrances. They do have a little write-up on the fragrance here. Let's spray this one and see what it's all about. Some of the main accords of Pegasus are almond, nutty, sweet, and powdery. Let's give this one a try. I've never tried this one before. Okay, here we go. We have a new tester strip. Okay. Alright, so this is nice, but it is not my favorite. I think that almond is just a little bit too strong for my liking, even as a men's fragrance. I definitely get the powderiness, the nuttiness. It's nice, but that almond is just a bit overpowering for me. So the notes in this one are heliotrope, cumin, and bergamot. I think it's that cumin mixed with the almond that's throwing me off just a little bit. The bitter almond, lavender, jasmine, vanilla, sandalwood, and amber. It is a nice composition, a nice mixture of notes, but it's just not for me. I struggle with almond. To be quite honest, I do struggle with it. If it's too prominent in a fragrance, it's just one of those notes that I just don't love. Yeah, I just don't love this one. I definitely see the craftsmanship and I can appreciate it for what it is, but it's not my favorite. We are down to our last fragrance that I purchased. This is Peace and Love, and another one from Lattafa. Lattafa has really been coming out with so many quality fragrances. I always have my eye out for what's next from them. And speaking of almond, this fragrance actually has an almond note as well, which kind of made me hesitate at first. But people were saying it's not too heavy on the almond. It's more of a floral and a fruity scent. So I'm hoping I'm going to like this one. It's supposed to be a dupe, an impression of Soi Malekis from Dries Van Noten. I hope I pronounced that correctly. which is an expensive niche fragrance. So let's open this one up. The cellophane is trying to open itself right at the top here, so let's continue that. Getting pro at this cellophane opening business. Okay. Another very heavy, sturdy box from Lattafa. There we go. Very pretty too. From what I remember seeing on reviews and videos, the packaging for this fragrance is really nice as well. So let us open this one up. Okay. Nice attention to detail, the Lattafa logo, the printing, all inside. And we have a nice gold box. Let's slide this one out. I feel like there's a booklet in here. I can hear it moving around. I think wow, this box is amazing. Well, what is sliding around? Okay, maybe the cap is off, so I can hear something moving around in there. All right, let me set this box down and let's see what's inside. Wow, this box might be even more impressive than the others. This is really nice. There's like hinges in here. It looks like something super fancy. And this is like an actual plaque that's put on there. That is very impressive. The packaging, Lattafa, they know what they're doing. All right, let's open this one up. So the hinges are here, so we're going to open up this way. Ah, there is a booklet in here. Okay, I could feel it moving around, so it is just the booklet. I'm guessing this is very similar to other booklets from Lattafa, and it just features a lot of fragrances that you can look through and see. Oh, that's another one that I want. This one there, Garam. It's just always out of stock, so I have to keep my eye on that one. I'm going to take a look at this book later. So lots of cool fragrances in here. This presentation is super nice. This is like lined with like a velvet in here. The fragrance just sits right inside. Take it out of here. Really nice. This bottle is super weighty. You wouldn't think. It's not the biggest bottle, but it's weighty. Oh. Yeah, very weighty bottle. I noticed that this thing on top of this kind of scroll is just a little bit loose, like it's moving around a little bit. I'm sure I can fix that. That is the only issue I see with this bottle. The main accords for this one are going to be powdery, woody, vanilla, almond, fruity, floral, citrus, rose, nutty, and tuberose. And before we check out the notes, let us give this one a spray. Okay. There we go. Okay, tester strip. Here we are. Oh, that is lovely. Okay, I'm not getting a blast of almond, which I'm super happy about. I was kind of worried there after smelling that Pegasus fragrance. Oh, this is a fruity delight. Wow. I know there's black currant in here, and that is coming out right away. That is so lovely. Oh my gosh, guys. That I have had like an absolute amazing haul with these fragrances, except the sample, but otherwise the ones I purchased, I think I have. This is so beautiful. That black currant is the star of this fragrance. It is one of the most beautiful black currant notes I have smelled. It is so nice. Wow, if you're a black currant fan, I highly suggest you guys check this one out. I'm also getting a little bit of greenness, which I really appreciate. I like that little bit of greenness. It's not an overwhelming sweet fruity scent. Very nice. I have never smelled that Soie Malekis that this fragrance is supposed to be inspired by, but I am liking this so much. If it smells anything like that other fragrance, I can see why people love that one so much. Really, really nice. Let us check out the notes for this fragrance. So in the top, you're going to have almond, blackcurrant, and bergamot. Honestly, guys, I am not getting a lot of almond. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just blended in such a way where I can't really pick it up. And that's just to my nose. I know other people might be able to pick it up more, but I'm just getting a lovely black currant, a little bit of greenness, a little bit of brightness, and I'm sure that's from that bergamot as well. And that is just such a nice opening. You also have rose in here and tuberose. Can't really pick out a strong tuberose note. I think it's just so nicely blended that I'm not picking up these super individual notes. In the base, you have vanilla, sandalwood, and heliotrope. This is lovely, you guys. Honestly, if you're liking a fruity fragrance, it's a little bit sweet, but a little bit green, I think you should check this one out. Really nice. Super impressed so far. As this one is drying down, that blackcurrant is still very much there. I am getting a bit of a pronounced floral, and I think that heliotrope is really coming through. And it's giving this a little bit of like a soapy vibe, but in the best way possible. And I am not a huge fan of soapy fragrances, but this is just a nice, clean, soapy floral. Very nice. The vanilla is very light. Get a little bit of that sandalwood. Oh, this is lovely. I just keep smelling it because I'm really liking this. I'm getting a bit of a vibe of maybe a bit of Crystal Noir from Versace. Just a tiny bit. Like there's a resemblance. For sure, and I love Crystal Noir. Both the EDP and the EDT. This one has even like a little bit of a bitterness, maybe from the bitter almond, but it does not smell like almond to me. What a well blended fragrance this is. I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this one, and I can see this being an all year round fragrance as well. Just like a grab and go for me, I think I would really gravitate to this one. Getting a little bit more vanillic and smooth as it's drying down. Oh, this is nice, guys. I'm so glad I bought this one. I have no more fear of not liking it because of almond or anything like that. I'm just getting a beautiful fragrance. This has been a super successful blind buy haul. I love all these fragrances, and I can say that with certainty. Like, these are all going to be loves for me. And I took a lot of time trying to do my research and watch videos and reviews, and I knew in my heart that I would love these, and these are right up my alley, and they have all turned out to be amazing. And of course, I still need to do full wear tests, try them out on skin. Fragrances react very differently when you wear them on your skin. But just from initial first impressions, these are wonderful. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. And if you did like this video, please like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.